back to my channel. This is Saray from Saray Plans, and for this week's Plan With Me, we're going to be setting up the week of June 17th through the 23rd. So I have already laid down a couple of stickers when I was setting up my planner earlier this year, and those include the Trash Can by Lillie Co., as well as the First Day of Summer from the Chrissy Ann Designs Celebrations collection. Okay, let's get started with our planning. And the first thing that I do is I set up my weather with my weather stickers, also from Lillie Co. for the week. Sometimes I do look at the weather every day so I can plan my outfits or any outdoor activities. Sometimes I don't look at it, but just the act of writing it down, it keeps me more aware of what the weather might be like, and I typically do remember somewhat so I can plan on the go. I love to pre-plan using these post-it notes that I've just cut down, just so that I'm not wasting the pretty stickers or the pretty post-it notes that I may have, and I don't feel guilty about throwing them away once I'm done. So I'm wrapping up the weather here, and it looks like the week is going to be pretty nice, especially the weekend. So this Friday is payday, so I'm going to be using the payday sticker from the Erin Condren sheets that come in the back of the planners to mark my paydays. I've also created my own picture stickers to mark family and friends' birthdays. I know Erin Condren also does have an option for you to be able to do this, and if it is available, I will link it down below. However, I just decided to do it on my own using my silhouette cutting machine. But if it is available through Erin Condren, I will go ahead and link it for you. I love adding pictures in my planner because I also use it as a sort of a scrapbook at the end of the year, because I do not throw my planners away. So I'm going to go ahead and be using this washi. I believe this one was from one of the Michaels rolls, and I'm going to be using it to mark my work day for this week. And it looks pretty busy. I'm going to be teaching every single day, so I am going to be pretty booked. I like using the skinny washi on this because it doesn't take a ton of space, but I'm still able to block a pretty big chunk of time without covering up with using a full box, for example. So the next thing that I'm doing here is I am going to be adding my work schedule for every day using the Erin Condren event stickers along with the pencils from my sticker shop to mark my classes for the week. I am running a new pilot program at work, and that is consuming a lot of my time. So I'm hoping I can get some relief next week when things start to slow down a little bit more work-wise. So I have a couple of events that are still part of work, but they're not part of my regular class schedule, like a conference call on Wednesday morning, as well as my mid-year review. And I like to use these Erin Condren flags because they're sort of event stickers, but they do stand out from the class schedule. The other thing is that sometimes if I feel like there's too many stickers, I like to use the dash lines to block off a certain section or a certain period of time, because that way I am able to visualize how long something is going to take without taking a lot of surface area, I guess, because I do prefer more white space. So on the left hand corner, I'm going to be adding my 2 habits that I like to track each week. But before I place down the stickers, I'm going to be using some whiteout just to get rid of some of those lines that I don't like to show. And I'm using these daydream planning habit trackers to match my color scheme. So on Friday I have a conference call, so I'm going to be using this webinar stickers from Planner Chic Designs to mark my virtual session. On Saturday, we're planning on having my family over for a lunch, so I'm going to be using this full box from Lillie Henry, as well as the family time sticker to layer on top. I won't write any other information here because I know what time it is, and I like to use this space for possibly a picture or two. As well, as you can see, I'm pretty particular about making sure that all the stickers are straight. Alright, so now the last thing to do is just to add my side by items, and I'm going to be using my Erin Condren stencil to create the squares for my list. Now, I've been preferring the Erin Condren stencil because the squares have a slight rounded corners, which I really like. So I'm going to be using this to set up my ongoing to-do list or brain dump, or things that don't have a specific day to be done, or they carry over multiple days, or just things that I want to remember in general. The other thing I like about this stencil is that it offers you a couple of different square size options as well as the other shapes. So if you're not working with as much space, you can always adjust based on what you have to work with. Alright, so my week is all set up, and I'll just go ahead and add any additional items as they come up throughout the week. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you next time.